Hello everyone, that Manga Kid here to give my thoughts on Livingstone. This is the 4-volume series put out by Kodansha, and the story is by Tomohiro Maekawa, and the art is by Jinsei Kataoka, who has done the art for Smoke and Parade, for Dead Man Wonderland. I think she also did the art for the Eureka 7 manga as well. This is a series I've had my eye on for a while and just never got around to buying it. I ended up finding the 3 final volumes, or volumes 2 through 4, at a used bookstore, and then just ended up buying volume 1 new. This was so good. I was expecting to sort of enjoy it, but I was not expecting to be so moved by it and to be so invested in it. I read this all in one sitting and could not put it down. It was so beautiful. I was not expecting a really heartwarming, tragic story. I don't know what I was expecting, but I think I was just kind of expecting mediocrity, and because Dead Man Wonderland is just a violent, you know, it's just blood and gore, and it's good, but it's not great, but the art is wonderful, and so that's why I wanted to read this, is because I love Jinsei Kataoka's art, and I wasn't really going into it thinking this is going to be an amazing story, and I was wrong, and I was pleasantly surprised, because this is a story about these two characters here, whose names I do not remember, unfortunately, and they basically Sakurai and Amano. Okay, so Sakurai is this guy here, and Amano is this guy. And they are new to this job of being basically like soul collectors, maybe? Cleaners. Basically, what they do is they hunt down souls that are being tarnished. And these are souls that are people that are dying sooner than they're supposed to in a way that is against their life plan. So basically, the story is that all souls, all people, have a life plan that is already predetermined for them. And when somebody is, in most cases, going to kill themselves, this story does focus very heavily on suicide. When somebody's going to kill themselves or die in a way that is against their predetermined plan for their soul, it's because of this dark kind of aura situation, and these two find these people, they sense these people, and then they go to them and they try and straighten out the situation. And in some cases, that is getting the permission from that person that they are indeed wanting to die and taking their soul and purifying it for them, so that they don't become more of these dark kind of energy things that will affect other people in negative ways, or it's managing to put their lives back on track. And so it's a story about kind of life and death and what that means, and it's a bit philosophical, but it doesn't, like, it's not up its own ass about it, which I enjoyed. It just kind of is what it is. It believes what it believes, but leaves it open-ended enough for you to kind of interpret it in different ways, I think. And it's really beautifully done and quite heartbreaking and very sad. But also there's a lot of comedy in it as well. And it's these two, they're quite young and they're new at this job, and so this Sakurai in particular is very much struggling with this job because he's trying to juggle with, like, is it right that these people are dying in this way, even if they want to? Do they truly want to, and should they? And so the souls are basically these little rocks, and when they help purify these souls and move them on to the next life or whatever it is that happens, these little rocks show up, and Sakurai, basically, like, doesn't consume it, but like he holds it and then takes in their life story. And it's very taxing for him because he has to view all of the tragic things and all of the things that led up to the moment where this person wanted to die or is about to die for whatever reason. And it's taxing, but it's his job. It's what he's supposed to be doing and what he has to do. And then we have Amano, who is very much no emotion, no qualms about anything. He's like, okay, you're trying to kill yourself. Well, don't make trouble for other people by killing yourself when you're not supposed to. So we're going to come here and we'll let you die. It'll be peaceful, it'll be painless, and you won't cause trouble for other people by leaving behind the dark aura that will affect the next person who comes into this space. Yeah, it's kind of hard to explain. I really just recommend that you pick it up and read it. The art is really beautiful. There's some color pages at the beginning of the volumes as well. Quite a lot of dialogue, but it wasn't too difficult to get through, honestly. It was quite fast. I read all 4 in one sitting, like I mentioned. Yeah, it was just very, very enjoyable in a way that I was not expecting. But yeah, there's quite a bit of humor and trying to bring some lightheartedness to a dark situation and a dark story. And the covers are really beautiful. I really like them a lot. But these are the little dark things that get left behind if someone dies when they weren't supposed to. Yeah, it's if you're squeamish, I would say don't pick this one up, or if you're easily upset by things like suicide or some darker themes, then I would say steer clear of this one because it does really talk about darker themes, but I didn't find it to be overly depressing or overpowering or anything. I think it was just a really beautiful story of these two characters trying to figure out what their purpose is and why this is their purpose and who they are, and all the while going on these kind of journeys to try and save other people's souls. And yeah, if you have not read Livingstone, I highly recommend it. It's short and sweet at 4 volumes, and it's Kodansha, so they're not super pricey. Yeah, the beautiful matte finish covers and really, really beautiful art and an even more beautiful story that I wasn't prepared for. But I'll definitely be rereading this one again or reading it again because I really, really enjoyed it much more than I thought I would. If you've read Livingstone, I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. I haven't heard many people talk about it in a while, so yeah, I'm curious to see if anyone else has read it recently and what you think about it. Yeah, thanks for watching.